Right, so desktop audio. Okay. Okay. Can you speak, guys?
Hello
Bonjour,
there.
bonjour, bonjour.
What's happening around in here?
That's good.
And it feels like a low energy evening
Already?
already.
Yeah.
I felt low energy all day, to be honest. I've not felt right all day.
Amy, no?
Good today.
It's weird because it's been really sunny. And usually when the sun's out, I'm alright, but tonight I wasn't feeling it today.
Oh yeah. No, today was a pretty cool day, to be honest. I mean, not that I stayed outside until I went to the gym at 9 o'clock. So I don't know. I got strange injury on my foot. Like the side of my foot, I was hurt like crazy, and I didn't do anything to it. I just woke up and it was just like crazy pain.
Sounds like plantar fasciitis.
Alright.
I know that's an extremely precise diagnosis from a very vague symptom, but I had the same thing a few months ago.
Like on this side of the foot, right?
Yeah, on the outside for me.
No, on me it's on the inside.
Oh, fair enough.
Just like there is that bone from like the ankle, like there is that big like bone, right? And then just below that, but just in the middle of the foot. It's like I don't know, like it was hurting like crazy. I had to put ice on top of it, stuff like that.
You need to get some better arch support.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, really, like, and I didn't do anything. No, I lived all my life with. I don't know, just all of a sudden, one day it was just like extremely hurting. Right, okay, so
Yeah, sometimes your body just does that. Sometimes your body just gives up for a day.
for a day, yeah, I think that it gets more common when you get just like it's so hard to recover. Okay, put the link.
From chat shit get from chat shit. That's what we drew. So perfect. Some of them. The glitz in the
Alright, TikTok.
You saying that just reminded me. You done a check-in earlier for TikTok animations.
What's that?
You done a check-in earlier with TikTok animations in the
Yeah,
check-in.
those was the one that you did, right?
Oh, they're not like in use. You were just re-elaborating them.
Yeah, because I re-elaborated most of the animations. But actually, again, if we can you go through basically all the animation, but starting from the speed step dash, like speed step and dash, the main corporate one, and just check that the IK curves are okay, because they look a little bit wonky from time to time. I really don't like how the speed step look. They're never. Yeah, it's very rare to see one that really gets like a good result. Like the camp passes are for the most part like it's good, but dash and speed step are like wonky as hell.
Yeah, they do look a bit dodgy, don't they?
Yeah, it's just like we got a very good video from Jaco, and apart from the speed step and the dash, and the lasers, like everything else look good. It's just when he plays the animation, that's slightly off. It's very annoying because
Yeah, I'll go through and have a look at them.
Yeah, so generally
I was
check
taking
all the
the individual clips on that as well, because I want to. There's one line like if you take out the beginning bit, it looks really good.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
the one
want to
right
use
at the
that.
beginning. Yeah, did we post on Instagram?
No, we didn't. I was getting clips today. I'm gonna post them tomorrow. I've got the TikTok details of Jasmine anyway, so I want to do that tomorrow. I'll post on Instagram and TikTok tomorrow. I'm probably gonna post the line by Jacob or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, something just or something similar. Yeah.
All right.
First post for a while. I wanted it to be a really good one, and there wasn't any. I was like, yeah, that's hitting me in the face.
Yeah, maybe like the first post in a while should be a little bit of a teaser, like, you know, something is coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like
It's got to
just
slap
like
you, right? It's got to
2
really be like,
seconds.
what the hell? Like, because it's going to be the first one for ages, so it needs to just not be like,
Yeah.
hey guys, we know we haven't posted for. It's got to be like, whoa, what the, yo, this is what they've been like, you know. It's got to be like,
Yeah, it needs to be catchy, right? You know,
yeah, it's got to be
mysterious.
catchy, quick,
Yeah.
short, and then it's got to be just cool as hell.
Yeah. It's not easy, but I think I think the hardest part now just to post interesting clips is just for clips themselves. We will need like proper graphics like that we don't have. Like everyone still talks about that wall run on the photogrammetry Brighton bit. You know, like it makes sense, right? It just looks awesome. The animation looks awesome, and
the transition, yeah.
Yeah, the thing that bothers me is that we could actually do that in gameplay, right? Now we got everything to do that in gameplay, and probably look better, really, because like it's in gameplay, right? But yeah, we don't really have that. I mean,
that fine balance isn't really.
We could re-import that mesh and just have some clips there. But then people are gonna start saying, "Oh, when can I play in there?" So
yeah, that's the truth. 100%. 100% people are gonna start saying that.
Right. Okay, so I've checked in a few coaches. Let me check if we got. Yeah, I got everything synced up. Okay, local changes none. Okay, right. So let's start with this tutorial bit, right?
Yep.
So I've already forgotten all the things that we say. That say, what is the player controller? No, I'm kidding. Alright, so
don't play with me, Devin.
Okay, so a player controller is right. Let's let's write some code. So should we write like the first thing that that I want to write is I want to have the matrix of how many things you've done right while playing the game, right? Because I think that would be useful for a lot of other things, right? Like for pretty much everything else, right? Like that extra matrix, right? So yeah, I want to do that. So first thing to notice, right, is that now we know that the player state has dependencies on the player character, right? So the player state you can, like we say that we're gonna obtain from the player character, right? From the pawn, okay? If you look at the code, right, we already need to take a decision here. I think it's quite easy decision, but so if you look at the code, we got a human emotion. I think it's a plugin, right? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a plugin.
Do you want to share your screen?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Let me share my screen in Discord.
Is the human toolkit back to saving every time?
Say again, sorry.
Is the human toolkit back to saving every time we elaborate?
Yeah. Oh, you can check that flag in the details panel of the human toolkit.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, it's up to you. I may accidentally check it in. But
I
yeah,
think it's
no,
good
feel
to,
free to change that. Yeah.
it's good to leave it by default because I think I'm the only one that needs it off. So
Yeah. I yeah I because I was doing re-elaborate like now re-elaborate works as well. Well, it works in a way that you re-elaborate and then it stops just before it's gonna crash the engine. So, but because I really didn't really trust that, I just say, okay, let's just save everything, uh, and then you can like crash or not crash, but at least, but it doesn't crash because the code works well, but. Just the extra precautions. Say I don't want to risk because like, it takes like I don't know 10 minutes to re-elaborate whatever animations, right? And then it just if it crashes, it's not a very good thing. Now it does it re-elaborates as many animation as possible, and when an animation takes more than 25 seconds, it will stop elaborating, but it will keep track of how many did it do. So the next time you restart the engine, it will say, okay, I'm gonna restart from here, and then it keeps going until it will, reach that point, and then it will stop. And what to notice, it's about 20-25 animations. They're good, and after that, there is that cliffhanger, oh, the performance drops like crazy. And
so where did you say the flag was?
in the detail window.
Details window.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you.
Oh yeah. Found it. Yeah. Sorry, I had window the details panel like unticked, and I was trying to find it. What is it?
Yeah, I know. I always go go confused about that as well.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sharing my screen in the Discord as well. So yeah. So oh yeah, David. Yeah. So I was saying like so we got the first thing to take into account is the first decision to make is we got our plugin, which is called our human emotion plugin. Brilliant name, like beautiful name. So the plugin holds the animation blueprint. So the animation blueprint is a child of this USPP animation blueprint. So this guy here, Meta Human NMPP, is a child of is an SPP character. SPP animation BP, and is defined in C++. I do that so I can do the K2 nodes easily. I can just send data around the nodes, and basically I can manage from the C++ if I want to. In this case, I had this interchange property, which is in common through the which is a property of the animation blueprint, and the interchange property is basically our message bus for the animation blueprint. So the anim blueprint that derives from this class, and the character blueprint derives from the SPP character, a human character class, which is a children of a character. Okay, so a human character is a character, and this is what we do all the bulk of the work. You just know this class very well, right? So the player character BP is a children of a human character, not a simple a character. And we did, and the reason why we do this is exactly the same as we do it for the animation blueprint. Is that because we can control the blueprint from C++. So we got this stuff, and these classes are in the human emotion plugin. The idea is that we take this human emotion plugin and then we create a new project and say, I just want to have an SPP character running around this new project, right? And I don't know if we need to do whatever, like a demo build for whatever, like just wanted like having like everything empty, just put the character there, it's got everything ready to get the character. Now as we noticed earlier today, that won't just work because we have in the source of the actual project, right? So completely disconnected from the human emotion plugin, we got the game mode, the player controller, and the player state. So, but we know that the player state need to be into the player card. Well, the player state, the player character needs to know about the player state, right? As we noticed today. So I think like a very simple thing to do is just to say, well, let's just move those two classes into the human emotion, right? Plugin, right?
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, right, I think we should basically move everything, and because I'm pretty sure we're gonna notice that, oh, the game mode also has some reference to this. This one, like, I'm pretty sure that is an endless recursion of dependencies. So, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna end up saying, yeah, we need to just move everything in there, which
Everything in, yeah.
It really pisses me off, but I don't know what to do. Like, the thing that really bothers me is that I also have another module, another plugin, which is what is it? Is online functional programming, which is very well written. Like, it's it's all functional programming, and it's just like just like you use functions instead of instead of having classes and stuff like that. And, they haven't got any side effects or anything. Like everything is contained into these functions. Now, and that is in another plugin because I thought, well, I mean, functional programming needs to be like, proper functional programming. They, by definition, they don't have any side effects, otherwise it's not functional programming. So let's just put it in their own plugin because they must have no dependencies, right? That again, we might need to revisit that choice because that may be not the case because the real sucks. But for now, let's keep it like that. It's there are like a lot of things to move around, I guess, but just let's do it one at a time. And so the other part is that there is like our SPP player controller, right, is still a child of the online player controller, and the online player controller, it does a lot of things. And it's fully working, right? The online player controller will just log in you online, and it's totally legit, and it just works. It's just like it has all the shit going on there, right? It's just like proper, right? So we don't use it, of course, because we don't have multiplayer yet, but I think we should keep it because I think we should design everything thinking in terms of does it work in
Multiplayer.
multiplayer? Otherwise, it's just
Yeah.
we're gonna rewrite everything. And I
100%.
think we're gonna rewrite a lot of things for this stupid root motion.
Yeah.
I
mean, but one good thing is that we moved everything to montages anyway, so thankfully, which was one of the best things we ever did for the
Oh
climbing
yeah,
and
but
jump.
see, that I don't understand, right? So montages that are replicated. So, but the montages they use root motion. So, why root motion is not replicated? I mean, I still don't get it. I mean, Shinobi was trying to explain it to me, and it really made a lot of sense. And still, at the end, it's so sorry, I don't get it. Do you know why replicating root motion in multiplayer is a problem?
Not a fucking clue. Probably something
That
to
to
do with
me looks
accessing
like
animations,
so.
to be honest. I can't lie to you.
Sorry.
Like accessing animation data or some shit. I don't fucking know.
That to me looks like such a detail of the implementation that's got nothing to do with multiplayer.
No,
I
it
like
doesn't make any
that.
sense.
I don't understand that at all. I just don't get it. Anyway, but I know it is gonna be a problem. I know it's gonna be a huge problem. Okay, so let's move this stuff around then. We got message. Oh yeah, it just scans. Right. Okay. So let's move. So let's move SPP player state and player controller into the human emotion. Is that the right thing to do? I think so, right?
Yeah, I think we need to move it to plug because now this player controller is specific to the SPP game, right? It's now it goes into there. So I think if this isn't in the plugin right now, right? This
No,
is
it's not in the plugin. Exactly.
yeah. So I think the player controller and the player state, they're not like we know they align with the player character, right? So I think they need to be held together, right? Your player state, your player character, your player controller, they're all going to be communicating. So they should all be in the again, it's like if we wanted to say drop this into a different game, right? Say Shinobi set up a new game mode with whatever, and we say, okay, we just want to have an SPP character and drop him into that game. It's like, yeah, we could just take that plugin with all the player state, player controllers, all that crap, and plug it in there, and then make the game mode talk.
Yeah. So yeah, and that means basically bringing out there everything, right? So tutorial state, right? Oh yeah, this was the tutorial that I think you wrote this one for 007, right?
Yeah, ages ago, yeah.
I mean, most of the logic is still valid, right?
Yeah, because I wrote it ages ago. Yeah, this we wrote for the old one, isn't it?
Yeah.
To basically decide whether or not we
Yeah.
and it's
So
inherited from
yeah,
savior progression and shit.
yeah, we're not gonna use this exactly, but yeah, the logic is still pretty much.
Maybe not. We'll see. But I mean, some of the things that it does are fine, like broadcasting, saving the games, blah blah blah. That all seems alright.
Yeah.
Again, I think we need to just make sure we're playing like it's multiplayer and just like dev like we're doing it for multiplayer basically. So it's all got to work in that sense. I mean, something like this in terms of right now, obviously we can have the local machines save like what you've been. I think a bit because it's single player and whatnot, but yeah, when we go online and stuff, we're gonna have to have some kind of systems. Like, oh, what level are you? What's your XP? Blah blah blah. That kind of thing.
Yeah, I would bring this over.
Which question? That would be no, but that's still in the. So that's in the Well, it's gonna be stored online, isn't it? It's with your character's account. Yeah. Okay. No, ignore me. Sorry.
Yeah, so I will bring this over and retailor to our thing because like save game and load game, there will be exactly the same thing. Like load game, like these are the functions that we're gonna use anyway. So there is no reason why we should rewrite them, right? We just
Yeah.
they're already there. Like, let's use them. Um, so I think um, so maybe we can get uh, so save game. Okay, I mean you can really use only one function, right? I guess like the yeah actually if we like if we just do this completely agnostic like we just do this instead of the tutorial state, right? We have we have functions that they do save game and load game. Um, they are generic, right? And then
Hmm.
and we pass because here, right? We use a template, right? So here they don't know anything about
The types of anything other than
yeah,
like the index. This is just like what the element that you're saving is.
yeah, exactly. All right. So I think yeah, then we can move this into
Because that element will have a slot name, obviously, to save it to.
yeah. I mean here there are no types, right? Oh, see, save slot name. What's this? Save game element. What is save game element? Oh, yeah. This is a bit sus though. I think we should. Give a sec. It's save game an element. Oh yeah. So okay. So we need to pass save slot name. We can't just because these may not have these variables. So we just have what is this? This is f string, right? So we just say save element, right? Const f string save slot name. Um, and then we do this, right? So this would be completely type safe, right? So save game and load game could just be um uh, yeah, it could just be their own functions, right? So save game, the async version, which I think we should only use the async version because um I'm pretty sure the synchronous version will not pass the certification on console because you cannot block uh, you cannot block the execution on console. Like you always need to run things in console. It's just it's not acceptable. So for the most part, we need to run the async. So that means that we need to get. Yeah, but delegate. I think we should pass the delegate, right? Like save game, and then we should say, uh, yeah, and the delegate is this, right? So, which if you don't specify, is gonna be null, but at least it's gonna save it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I think I'm gonna do. There's always async. Um, so async, and then we're gonna pass. We're gonna. Uh, uh, this is uh, um the user class. Um, hmm. Okay. So Yeah, so this is just a function. So this is a save callback. Uh, it's void and is this um no, I mean it's mm, yeah, that's quite tricky though. Uh, uh callback. Uh, oh, it needs to be a U object. Oh, that's a bummer. Ah, ah. How can we bind a U object? Why do they need a U object? Ah, freaking hell, yeah. Yeah, that is gonna screw things up because it needs to be part of an object. Oh, come on. Ah, so freaking annoying. Okay, so scrap this. It's not gonna fly. Um, so we're gonna do. Okay, let's have a. The tutorial state is the one that we. Oh, okay. I mean, for now, right? Let's do this. Um, okay, let's do this. So the only dodgy thing here is that we need to have a safe delegate callback on the state. We can take care of that later. So okay, so there's two classes here can be functions now. Um, okay, so let's keep it like this for now. Okay, just for now they're working. Let's move stuff around and see uh what mess do we make. Okay, so let's move player controller and player state player controller and player state into the human character. So the player controller, right? It will speak to the it's the player controller that speaks to the UMG, right?
Yeah, the player controllers was going to speak to UMG.
Um, but we could do that in mm, so I guess yeah. How does the player controller speaks to the UMG though?
So I think that will have to be through like either we use the UMG code in C++ or we do it in like Blueprint implementable events. So like,
Ah, okay.
could you, So there we have it. And then what we do is we then get SPP player controller, right? And then we call the blueprint intimate. Like in the when that event happens, then we have in our UMG. But basically, in our UMG and blueprint, we do all the different things that can happen, right? Based on the different events, it could be like update, update tutorial section, skip tutorial stage, blah blah blah, all these different ones, right? That we can call on the UMG, and then the UMG will also poll the player controllers so the UMG will be like, oh, what tutorial stage am I on? The player controller will query the player state to be like, what tutorial stage are you on, mate? Or the player carries either one, and then they'll be like, to access the tutorial state itself, right? Or did we say the player controller is going to hold that? I don't remember what we said. No, the player controller is going to have a tutorial manager, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay, yes, that's perfect. Then that works really well. Okay, cool. There's no weird coupling there. So yeah, so the UMG will just talk to the player controller, and it only cares about that. The tutorial manager will handle what state it's on, blah blah blah, like all that kind of stuff and info about that. Yeah, but what state is the tutorial in? Have you started the tutorial? Are you on section 1, 2, whatever? That's all going to be in the tutorial manager. The UMG will query that or like talk to the player controller to get that, and the player controller will basically to update that will tick on the player controller like get a current executable line, blah blah blah, when we're in the right stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's do that then. So let's first move the player controller and the player state into the given emotion. Okay. So animation BP character. So let's create. Like the player state, we know that we are gonna put it into the character, right? So let's put first player state into the character. And the private one as well. What is that? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, player state in character. Okay. Now this done. Okay. Now the player controller. I think we have. Let's have a. Uh, let's have a controller for the controller. Okay, so player controller public. So public is the include files. So public is the interface, and private is the implementation, the C++. Okay, let's see what is the damage at the moment. It probably won't build, and it shouldn't. If it does, then I'm gonna cry in the corner. Okay, good. Right. Let's have a look. Well, this is well, yeah. Let's do oops. Yeah. So the first the first thing that we need to change is it's got the reference to the First of all, we'll change this. So this is a good reference to online player controller because the player controller is a child of online player controller. So we need to get the player controller. Sorry, the online player controller. Which really bothers me because yes, looking it. Yeah, I knew that. So all this. See, and then we need to get the game mode as well. It's the game controller. Let's go. Okay, let's see. I really think that it will just force us to just re-import everything. But okay, player controller, public controller, online player controller. Okay. So online session settings. So online session settings is maybe we can still use the functional program here. Yeah. Okay. So this is controller. Yeah. Online subsystem. Okay. Okay. Now, what's this mean? Online function programming. Okay. I mean, this is all good so far. So far, so good. Uh, okay. Let's go here is typo. Yeah. All right. We go. Go play controller. Lots of system. Lots of system to okay. So human emotion is no is um plugins. Okay, we need to enable unless some okay, and then we need to have it's just let's copy from here. You can just fix that. Online sound system. What?
Sorry if I'm
Um,
not speaking loads as well, by the way. I'm trying to sort out some social stuff as well for tomorrow.
oh yeah, nice, nice. Yeah. What do you? Usually does not need plugin as a dependency. Online, online subsystem plugin as a dependency. Uh, Magic Grip. Yes. How did I ever work then? I always get confused about these things. Online system. Like that. Alright, let's try this. Okay, nice. Yeah. So, okay. So play state is character, right? Yeah, character. Tutorial. So okay, so this already makes sense. Um, what does it mean? System. Should we move across the tutorial bit? So the player state, right? No, I think we shouldn't. I think we should do it properly. Uh, yeah, yeah. Um, so player state. So player does a jump. Player character does a jump. Player state holds that information. Then how that information goes to the tutorial?
So player state holds the information about like your current executed line. Basically, any information about the character that we want like to share.
Yeah. So
Right, like
let's call them matrix, right? The player state
yeah.
will hold the matrix, right? For now, like how many jumps did you do, blah blah, right? So yeah, so we got the information here, right? And then yeah, how do we get it across to the controller, which has the the tutorial logic? The controller needs to be aware of the player state, right?
Yeah, the controller needs to talk to the player state, yeah. Or the yeah.
Which is why they have that weird player state
Player state
pointer,
thing,
right?
yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, that looks like yeah. Okay, so for now, right? I'm just gonna get rid of those things. Online player controller. So online player controller is the same for the yeah. Okay. I want this. Yeah, so basically let's just have it clean. I'll just do open it.
Hello. Dado.
Yep.
So I'm not like I haven't gone all the way through. I'm maybe a little over halfway through. There's a few curves so far that have just been like a little sharp on the edges, so I've just had to like soften the curve into it and that. But most of them so far have been fine. So I think the issue might be somewhere else.
It's the same thing with the jump height, I think. It just does some really sus stuff. It just doesn't look like it goes up very high. Or either that or the climax. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah.
It
See,
almost looks like it doesn't pass over the wall properly, if that makes sense.
yeah, I'm almost inclined to guess it might be the climax because I know that when we were first doing the like vault to full blend and we were setting the climax and stuff, for things like dash vaults and speed steps and that, we was having to move the climax further into the curve than for the cat pass rather than having it at the peak. It was like just after it started dropping. So potentially that is messing up the height.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
it's
think
that
so.
awkward thing. The highest point isn't when it starts falling.
Yeah. Yeah, the problem there is that we have yeah, yeah, we move it because it was touching the ground before it was actually releasing there. So it was landing while it was still uh, touching
Still in
the
contact with
wall,
the wall.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We may have to disable those, but then like they're gonna be pretty much all of them, right?
Yeah, I mean, like running around earlier trying to get clips, there was like maybe 1 or 2 dash and step speed step vaults that cleared the wall properly. All the others kind of clipped through it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a bummer.
Mhm. I mean, I'll still keep going through the rest of these because, like I say, there's a few where the curve's a little sharp.
Yeah.
I'll smooth that out, but yeah, I don't think it's going to fix our problem. No. Anyway, I'm going to remute. Peace.
Yeah. All right, down to the last 4. Third state. Yeah, I mean, this we need to redo, right? Okay, so online lobby game mode, right? This was the game mode. Huh. Yeah, I mean, this was legit. This was, yeah. Should we create a game mode? Like, the human emotion, right, should have its own game mode, which is not the MM. Because that I took it from an old sample from the motion matching, right?
Yeah, the MM game mode. So the thing is, right, the game mode isn't the character, right? Like this is where we separated the two. The
Yeah.
game mode is separate. So the game mode is free roam, and that will go across. That is specific to the game itself, right, as a whole. So I don't know about holding it in terms of in the character thing.
Yeah, yeah. No, not in the character, but is the in the human emotion plugin. Yeah, no, we cannot do that, right? Because
Yeah.
no, that's not. I mean, that needs to be. Yeah, let's just kill it for now. Let's kill it. Yeah, we're gonna visit later. Um, yeah. So the game mode needs to be aware of the needs to be aware of the um, all of those classes, like the player controller class, the player state. So it needs to know everything the game mode, right? So that's fair enough, right? Yeah. Right. Save is not a member. Wait, I thought it was. Ah, okay. Ah. Ah. Um. Yes. No. Ah no, it's a save game element. Yeah. 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 That's not right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Right. Let's see what we destroyed, but we got a build. We have a build.
That's all that matters.
Let's do it. Is it already time for coffee? Like, is anyone watching the stream? Because it got zero
even know that.
messages.
2. One is probably me.
That one is Gans, probably. I'm not watching it, so. Where are all the people then?
I think the writing proper code was like, oh no, thank you.
Yeah. Screw
They
that.
opened up the stream and saw a bunch of C++. Was like, yeah.
Yeah. Boomer. I like calling my daughter Boomer.
Man.
The new video from the store is very cool. Like when they
Oh, I
go
loved
into
it,
the
man.
ship.
I was cracking up the whole time. It was hilarious.
I love Sasha when it goes like that.
Oh, he just screams. Nah, it's actually so funny when he's like screaming or whatever. So good. It actually cracks me up.
All right. Now we got loaded first time. No problem. Oh my god. Yeah, we got about 1 billion errors. Yeah, I knew this was. Yep, buddy. Alright. Settings. Can I kill this? Should we resume guns and see if we want to kill? To be honest, I like this screen. You know what? I think we should just have this screen, to be honest.
Was this? Oh, this one I made ages ago.
But we had a very similar one that Guns did, right?
Yeah, I made this one ages ago. I can't remember when I had it. I had this one a while ago.
Yeah. Right. So can we kill it? Okay. Let's see. Let's see how much is from. Speed player controller.
You might just need to refresh that.
What?
Compiler?
Well, is it taking the piece then? Ah, no. Okay.
Oh no.
Right. SPP player controller. Why this is not?
Oh, it's because.
Oh, but I just need to change this cast, right?
Change that, yeah.
Yeah. This one is cast to SPP. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, maybe we're lucky. I mean, I don't think so because Blueprint hates me and I hate him. So, or they, or whatever they prefer pronoun is. All right.
What?
Yeah.
Well, you
Okay.
got.
Yeah.
You
No.
didn't
No.
connect.
Okay.
You didn't.
Yes. It's
You didn't connect the.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Was that player controller? Yeah, you're never gonna work. Right? No. No, yeah, this go okay, but like for example, this is never gonna work. Right? Oh my god!
What did you say?
Right, but
What
we
did
don't
you
use
say?
this anymore. But look at that, it's all good. Cheat box. Look at that. Check
Wait, so
this
can we
out.
play?
We can actually play. Maybe.
And is everything okay?
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
we got this.
Open.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Just if you compile, if you press compile now.
set mouse cursor visible. What the? What
Who
is
fucking?
this? Is this a file?
Yeah,
Why is it not
I don't even
function?
know.
What the hell
I
is
don't
this
even know what
thing here?
it's a function on its own.
Huh? Where is it?
Okay.
Play state. Set? What is this
What?
thing? It's just to go in and out the menu to show the mouse cursor, right? Open all arrow blueprint and it doesn't do it, so that's a bit
It
shit.
did. It opened it up in the top bit, bro. Thing here. You got respawn actor as well. You got respawn actor.
Oh,
You got to compile that.
yeah. This isn't really work. Why? SPP?
Restart at level extra. What?
Oh
What
yeah,
is
no,
this
that's
anyway?
me. That's me. That's my. Oh, fuck. Okay. Save all. I mean, if this really works, yeah, okay. So that's more likely. Spawn player. I mean, this is because the game mode is gonna be butchered, right? What is the window with the game mode and the thing? What is world settings, right? And then game mode. Oh yeah, player controller class. SPP player controller. Player state class. SPP player state. Save all, just in case. Just in case it will work. Oh my god, it works. Oh look, and it moves. Oh, it jumps.
And we're moving. Can we jump? Yeah.
Oh look. What the hell was that? That was weird.
Wonderful.
What? Have you seen that? Alright. That's some crazy shit. Whoa. I'm playing with mouse and keyboard and I think we are not ready yet to do this. That is weird. Okay, we need to look at the clamping there, but for the most part, it does work. Well, let's check this stuff in because it actually works. And we change a billion files. Look at this. Yes. Let's check everything. Yeah. Good. Now, after all the preparation, let's get this thing off the ground. So, player state, right? So, okay. It's interesting that we left. So we're not using this guys here. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah. Okay. Um. Right, so player state, right? You got player state to the character. Okay, let's I want to start with something simple, right? I want to start with the player matrix. I don't know why, but I'm fixated to that. Yeah, it's called player matrix. Oh, this is needs to be one of those real thingies. Probably, right? Yeah, okay, let's just do a proper real thingies. Was that a U class thing? U strat? I think U strat. Alright. Right, we're gonna move to their own files. Alright. Right. Is as simple as this. Number of jumps. Okay, let's see if this. Okay, I think it's gonna be U property. Wasn't it blueprint? Pineapple get us that with right? Wait, like this? No? What is your problem? Why this thing is not working? Oh, that needs to be a U object? Oh,
With the struct.
yeah. Oh, but then it needs to be a class,
No,
right?
no. Wait, sorry, I didn't see that. What wasn't working? You couldn't get it in the as a U property.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What is it complaining now?
No, so isn't the number of jumps?
Yeah. So
Well, I
this
think
should
U
be.
class needs to be something, doesn't it? Like blueprint, whatever.
No, it's not like this, right? Like this is nothing, right?
Oh no, yeah. But yeah, it should just be U struct then or something, no?
Oh no, yeah, it needs to be a class. Yes. Stupid. Okay, right. So. Okay, so we got what? Why does this?
But
Why you don't
why
want?
is that class and not just a struct?
Oh, because I think it needs to be a U object, right? Can U property be a U struct?
Yeah. There's a U struct like thing.
But it didn't work before. Right, so
Like that.
annoying. I use struct. Okay. Now this is a struct. Okay. So if it's not an object, right? Yeah. So F.
Yeah.
But then here, right? It's not a U property because it's not an object, right?
But I don't know if it needs to be a U property now to be accessible to the I'm wondering if the U property then I think comes with you do it inside the struct. So then it's like int number of
Ah,
jumps
like this
is a
guy
U
here.
property. Yeah, that's a U property. So you
Ah,
can get
okay.
that in your thing, and then it's just your player metrics is just whatever. So then when you
Ah,
get it, whatever, you can then get the struct. So now the struct itself, when you access that, that can be gotten in Blueprint, and so can the variables.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the U property above the F player metrics can go away.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this should be blueprint, like whatever, like blueprint. What's that? Read only? No. Read write? Because otherwise it doesn't show it, right? Why it doesn't like it? What what the hell is wrong with you? What 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 is your problem, mate? What do we have this here? Um, what is wrong with this thing? Like blueprint. How do we say that is visible? I don't know. Like anything that I put in there, it's just from an error. Like, quit this. Let's see what is the actual error. One, three. What's this? Why? What? Is that the int? That it doesn't like it? It's just like it needs to be int, I don't know, what stupid thing for readers. Okay, let's just have a bool. Just, oh, no. Like, what the hell is this thing? Can export property extract? No. Oh, okay. Ah, so blueprint type. Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's it. Yeah, that was what I was. Yeah, that's the thing I was looking for. Yeah,
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
and I think the U property above that can go as well.
Which one?
Like,
This
do we
one?
still need that U property above the F player metric?
Yeah. Oh, we need to do blueprint.
So, but how could? Why do we need that though?
Um.
Then why does that need to be? Because obviously that's private, right? And it was going to be used by the controller, so we'll have to use a getter.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be from the controller, right? So
Yeah, and then the controller will have a U function, right, which will get this or whatever it is, and then but because the player metrics is blueprint is of the blueprint type, when it returns the struct, we can actually use the variables from it.
yeah, and then yeah, yeah, I think so because we don't need, we don't want to do it. Yeah, we don't even want to do it in the blueprint anyway, right? So this will never go into the blueprint, right?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't really think it will. Player metric. So this for me is this is internal data. So like this struct here, this is our metrics, right? Like so our jumps and everything, right? So this is the player state stuff, right?
Yeah.
Then
No.
when we want the U structs are going to be like sequence of. I don't even think we need to expose anything in the in blueprint struct wise. Like I don't think any data should be. It should just be like change line or update thing. That's anything. The only thing blueprint code wise is going to be in the like in this player state. I don't think anything needs to be blueprint.
Yeah.
It's only in the controller we might need some things to expose.
Yeah, I think so because like yeah, it's just let's Yeah, right. Like what I'm thinking is like this tutorial state, right? Like in order to do the save of the game element, well, like it needs to be a U object though, right? No, yeah, actually, yes, state, right? So state. What are the states here? Oh, it's like first save game. Oh, here is got all the yeah. So it's a U save game, right? Yeah, but then we can craft a U save game base. We don't necessarily want to have all the metrics in. Well, actually, technically we do, right? Um, we want to save all the player metrics, right? Uh,
Say again, sorry. TikTok music is.
so we want to um, so in order to use the save game function from Aria, right? This guy here, right? Save game to slot, which is like save the persistent state of the object, right? The object needs to be of type U save game, right? Here. So if we want to save the player matrix, then we need this needs to be of type you save game, right? We still don't care about exposing in blueprint, right? But at least it needs to be like this, right?
But are we saving these player metrics?
Um, yeah. So no, I don't know if we're saving the parameters, but I think we should because we're thinking in the
Because I feel
long
like
term, right? Like the player metrics become useless if they're not up to date, right?
but this player state is. So the reason why it's not saved is that this player state is for your character in the current session. It's not like your. Wait, hold on though. No, but then player state is stuff like XP. No, we might have to save that
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
guess like experience points and stuff we have
yeah,
to save.
exactly, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, we will have to save that.
yeah. So this will become this is a class then because user game is that a class, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's basically like this, right? It's your problem. It's to be like this. Yeah, and this probably it needs to be your property because it needs to be uh it needs to be garbage collected, right? And why is it? Oh, it needs to be a blueprint type, right? No, that's got nothing to do with that, right? No, blueprint type is just use it. Ah, no, sorry. It was okay. It's just like, yeah. Yeah, right. This will work, right? Yeah, no blueprint bullshit. It's just, we need to do this, otherwise it won't be garbage collected, right? Uh, yeah, I think this is it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And this initializes the null pointer. Yeah. because then we can be like, yeah, when we create our object of the player state, right, for the character, we can assign player metrics to whatever. We're gonna show nice.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Nice. So, okay. Right. So we go. Oh, this guy here, right? So, we can have, right? We can have missions. Mission state. Mission. That mission state. Well, it could well be that mission state is the requirement for each mission can be different, right? I mean, maybe like we have a bunch of them that are in common, right? But yeah, it could be different.
Yeah, they're gonna be different. So I think these need to be generalized, right? So it's like stuff that is so. But this here should hold any data about the character that we might want to use. I think it'd be quite difficult to put it all into one struct, right? So like player metrics, the difficulty there, because maybe we want instead something like jump metrics and like climb metrics, or I don't know, make a bit more specific to each one and have multiple so that we can access different like things of data.
Yeah. Mm. I was reading the comment in the chat. Okay. Yes. So let's start. Let's start with this. Start with this. Um, so we yeah. Let's have a. Can we load the game on construction? Okay. Let's start using the real function, like save game and load game. Okay, just move it out. I'm gonna move out. What do we put those? Oh, I think let's put it into code utilities. Uh, No. Yes, what the hell? Alright. Save game, load game. Good. Okay, let's call it okay. Okay, so go. Base state on construction. I don't know if it's on construction can load things, but let's try. Quickly load game. So let's load player matrix.
Right, I'm gonna turn in for the night. I've gone through all those animations and smoothed out the curves I could find that were too sharp.
Nice guns. Excellent.
Awesome, man.
I won't be back until tomorrow night. No, Wednesday. Wait, what day is it today?
Monday.
Oh, it's technically Tuesday. Okay, yeah, I'm not back until Wednesday night.
Okay.
Alright. Best of luck with what you're working on, guys.
Cheers, guns.
Pop, peace.
Should have.
Okay, let's just call it. I'm just gonna just do it properly later. Just this, like how cool this thing is. It's bad. So reload game. Yes, just do that. Yeah, see what happens.
I quality it myself. I've got a post ready for TikTok and Instagram tomorrow, so it should be
Nice. Let's
at least that's
start.
sorted. And then tomorrow I can actually, at least then that's tomorrow's post done. So then tomorrow I can actually do this with you properly. Sorry. Because I wanted to make sure I had a post to just do when I wake up. I'm just gonna post it and just have that done with it.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see what is the impact of the post. I think after a
Yeah.
long time, I think the first post is very important. I think it needs to be like a
Yeah,
super.
I've got what. So basically, I've got one. It's Jay's line, but like I it's a little bit because there's a little bit where it just looks. He slows down and then picks up speed again, and it goes really good, looks really smooth, and he slows down, looks a bit janky. So I added like this glitch effect in
Yeah,
between to
yeah.
get rid of that bit, so it looks a lot nicer. And then I mean I've got my drafts. Where are my drafts here? Edit. Yeah, the line's. I won't lie to you, because one thing, my favorite thing about the line is he jumps off the middle like bit, and then he does something that I see all the Storrow guys do in like, and I think people might think that it's purposeful, but it's not. But it's like, you know when they sort of jump and they're going too fast and they tap their feet on the wall and then drop down.
The game, David.
You know when they're like
Actually,
going very
can I see
fast.
the video?
Yeah, let me send you the video. I've got a couple other ones I'm gonna use, but this one's it's the best one I've got so far. I don't know if it's worth doing this one or holding out until the better one. Let's see. send it to you. The TikTok one is basically I did the first like 11 seconds of that clip for the TikTok one. So that one I'm definitely gonna post because that one's just a bit. TikTok is just about quantity. There's one or two bits in this I'm like, but like it looks pretty good in general. It's the best clip I've seen so far. Although I don't know what it is. When I was playing the game a minute ago, well, basically, I added back the cloth sim on the hoodie base.
Yeah.
It looks quite good, don't lie.
Yeah, I know. I don't think the performances are very. Sorry,
I
what
don't
is
think it's
the?
gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's too much
I
friggin'
think we should
PG.
really record all the things with the clock simulation on. To be honest.
But I'm that's what is the no, I mean I've sent you this, but then I don't know what it is, but I'm playing now and everything feels even smoother. Like everything just feels really smooth now.
Oh, I did a couple of probably super important changes. So I re-enabled the collision uh, at the end of the animation rather than at the landing, and that made all the vaults less glitchy because you know sometimes you do with the current version that was shipped, right? You do the vault and then it does the delivery click, right? That thing wasn't as well. Sometimes is the 100k that is is wrong, blah blah. But some other time, well, most of the times is the capsule, uh, just like um, like reactivating the collision after it land, and because we don't change the capsule size anymore, so the capsule is quite big. So it would do poof. It would just teleport the player, like 5 centimeters or whatever, like distance, right? Now I changed that, and I say do not re-enable the collision on the same wall that you jump from until you finish to play the animation, and that completely killed all those little click 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 click. And also
Perfect.
in this version I have I tried the capsule adds 45 radius, which is way too big, right? But it's just smooths things out a lot, especially in those more like in those
Yeah.
more shitty corners. And oh yeah, and the other thing that I've added, which I think it made a big impact, there is a setting which I really don't understand the naming of that, but it's called sweep nav mesh, which I thought I don't care about that nav mesh thing because I thought that was for the AI. But if I read the documentation of that, and that doesn't mention anything about nav mesh. But what that does, it does a sweep instead of an instant collision check. Uh, so now we should have a lot less like teleporting of the capsule when it's colliding on strange corners. So now it should do a full sweep. I mean, in certain cases it's unavoidable they will do it, but I think it fixed a lot of cases to be honest. So there were those three changes that massively improved the fluidity. Uh,
Yeah, I'm playing now and it's just like it's way better. I quite frankly, I think I'm gonna record a separate clip. I think I can get one way nicer than the Draco's one in terms of because the flow I'm getting now is pretty damn good.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're always gonna be one step ahead because we got uh, yeah, we got the best shit. available, but yeah.
Yeah, see that clip already there. The one I literally just did that. I would prefer it 10 times. Like,
Can I see the clip with the crossing one? Or like, can I
yeah,
see the
let me
clip
show my
that
screen.
you're gonna?
Let me show my screen because I want to do a new one. I'm gonna use the same sound, but we're gonna do a new clip.
Oh,
I'm just gonna
can
because
we use the sound? I don't want to get that stupid copyright freaking.
no, it's Instagram is different.
Okay.
Yeah, you can actually use thingies because you don't promote any, you don't get money from it. So directly at least. The only thing I want to do is how do I? It reverts it back to medium.
Yeah.
How do I not do medium?
That's
Oh, it's just on the certain ones. That's fine. That's fine. The rest is cinematic. That's cool. It looks cool. So yeah, if you see my screen, like,
yeah.
oh, I missed it. I knew. Oh, let me set. I'm gonna play some more. Hold up. No, you've got to go again, mate. You've got to go. Oh, Charles the marker, man. Oh, I restarted. Go. I need to get used to using the session marker.
Yeah.
Why is it not going? I keep going to press R. You know, okay, for now, I'm just going to climb up here. But, okay, it doesn't want to be nice. But yeah, with the cloth sim now, slow motion just looks so nice. It just
Yeah,
looks
you
so, like,
cannot beat
appealing.
the slow motion.
So, like, this bit here I love because you, like, jump across the roof. And then he does a nice, it never does the thing, but then if you jump here, it always does a roll. So you can, like, chain together. And I was thinking then jump over this wall and just be like,
In the
and this one,
water.
the water's deep enough, right? And then we slow mo it, and then it goes just black. It's just like a nice whatever. So or something along where we know we can get a couple cool, like cinematic. Oh, that one's a bit no. Cinematic shots. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it shows the thing. It shows a bigger jump. That one's really cool. It's a video like this.
Nice.
Boom.
That
Do you mean?
that is
And it's
nice.
super short and snappy, right? It really doesn't need to be long. That's what I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, it didn't.
you can start from like, I don't know, like you can start like a couple of seconds. Like you can start here, for example. What the
Okay,
hell?
we need to sort that out as well.
Oh, is that you doing that? Or?
Yeah, we need to when you do session marker, you need to kill off your character basically. Why can't I not climb? Is it because I'm too close to the wall for some reason? It does not like me climbing it. It's so annoying because it's such a cool little spot. I should have started on there for fuck's sake.
Ah, high school.
No.
Almost.
Fuck. Oh, that one there, like a back to back, would be really cool. If I go maybe more of an angle. Yeah, something like that. Maybe another back to back here. Oh, stupid IK. Okay, so yeah, there's a couple. There is a couple like things. I'm just from like I remember playing around, just like general play. There's a couple. Also, this has changed completely. I don't know what happened here. This map looks different.
Oh yeah, I
Well, I
think
don't
it's
know.
like guns re-enabled, like re-imported from Blender, and it's all well, it's not all different, but yeah, it needs to realign it to yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna. So yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna get a different. I'll get a clip of myself. I'll get a clip rather than the because I think we can get one that's just with the cloth sim. re-enabled. I'm actually gonna check it in. The
Yeah.
costume re-enabled. I think it looks cooler. What's this? Oh, good. I wanted to check that in. I won't check in any of these.
Oh yeah, no, those are being killed.
Only change I'm gonna check in is that one.
Yeah. Um. Can we try? What I would really like to do is, maybe tomorrow, right? Can we spend? Let's say we spend 2 hours, right, or an hour. I mean, some time. um. I want to see if we can fix the bloody arms. Like, why does he have like Popeye arms? Like this freaking
Yeah.
biceps.
That's
Like,
just been marvelous, really. That's a pretty. It's just pretty. It's not too much of a fix. You know what's interesting though? I remember going to fix it, but then what's crazy is that the way the arms are now are actually very accurate to actually the way the jumper fits.
the way they
Because the
jump.
jumper, I have the jumper in real life, and the way the arms look on Josh is how the jumper looks on me. And like it
Ah,
just on because I remember taking reference off of the image photos in the store, and the
yeah,
jumper is designed to have like a bit more of like like you're
right,
thinking of a jumper that actually sits on the arms itself. But
yeah,
if I show you the actual, let me just get an image up of the because I remember I looked at the because I know what you're talking about in terms of the arm fit itself, but the jumper I remember is an oversized thing, so the body doesn't even. I'll show you here if I can find it. Where is it?
yeah. I thought that was a problem with the metahuman retargeting skeleton, which had always a problem in the shoulder and in the like tricep like area. It was like, I don't know, just weird. We should also try to use at some point Unreal Engine 5.1 because they got a new machine learning like retargeting like algorithm that we may want to use.
It's from the Winter 21 one, wasn't it? Yeah. So this is the lookbook. Yeah, if you look at my screen,
Oh,
can
you're
you
not
see?
sharing
Can you
again?
see? Oh, I'm sharing now. Can you see my screen?
No.
Oh, I'm not sharing, dummy. You see my screen now?
Yeah.
Do you see how the arms sit on
Ah.
bench? They're very like down and like baggy and like bunched up.
Yeah, it's
So
true
the
actually.
metahuman cloth actually looks like this. There might be something additional going on with the no sorry the marvelous cloth I designed to look like how it would sit on the story guys. There might be something additional going on with the because if you see here the arms are really like
Yeah,
really
they're
like
really baggy.
much bigger. So and that's just the style of it. That's like their clothing stuff. It's much more of a
Yeah.
you see here. Yeah, you see how there's a lot of loose fabric because it's the oversized fit. But there might be something going on with the metahumans as well. I mean, we can have a look.
Yeah. I see what I
Definitely
mean.
have a
Yeah.
look while I'm over
Yeah,
doing
yeah, because
flips.
like when I see the jump, I yeah, I just saw that people will just think that that is a weird arm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like a clothing style as well. It is very like a it is more of
Yeah.
an oversized fit the way the clothes are. But that's just like how the jumpers are styled. Um, but yeah, like yeah, we can address that tomorrow. Yeah, I mean tomorrow if we can. Yeah, I mean this week if we could really have the tutorial done, that'd be such a weight off our shoulders. Because I also think, I mean, it's long because we're setting up the infrastructure to how we're going to do all the other ones going forward, right? So it's a bit more complex than just being like, you just stick in the player character and just make it work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just sticking
But
in the level blueprint and just do
Level
millions
blueprint
of
and the UI HUD blueprint and just make them talk and go for
yeah.
it. But it'll be worth it in the long run, I think. So.
No, yeah, for sure. It's I think we got to a point in which like we cannot add technical depth, which would be very good because we took so long that we don't have any, well, very very little technical depth, if anything. Actually, we don't really have any because everything is pretty,
Yeah.
it's quite, yeah, it's quite
I'm
carefully
thinking
done.
if we can nail this tutorial this week, right? That gives us all of next week to then go through the game because we know the game's in the right plane, but there's some bugs like the one where you jump and then if you do a vault or a jump, right, and then it blends into a climb, sometimes it goes back to the jump spot because it doesn't clear it, or it doesn't pick up the news. There's something weird about it, like
But
there.
I'm
So
more interested into the glitches that, because I think
that's a glitch.
yeah,
That's a glitch though. Like that's what I mean. Like that
yeah,
is gonna pull
yeah,
like that's not like a visual discrepancy. That will
yeah,
actually
okay,
pull the character backwards in space.
yeah,
So like anything I mentioned is not a case of like, oh, it needs to look cleaner. It's like this is like a what the fuck
yeah,
is my character doing kind of one.
yeah, exactly.
That's so that
So
one you jump over one wall and then you go to climb the next wall and you'll climb going towards the next wall, but then it'll pull you towards the previous wall,
yeah,
basically.
no,
Is the
no, no,
bug.
yeah, yeah. I think like those things, like those glitches there. Um, I think yeah, there are still quite a lot of them, but uh,
Yeah, they're more
I think we're
manageable.
getting closer to for the players to do a clean line. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they can do it just yet. I mean, Jacob did it like quite good, right? So yeah, the kid, but like not. It's still not 100%, right? It's still not. Mm, no, it's still not perfect.
Yeah. I'm gonna what's it called? Uh yeah. That is the aim, isn't it? Clean fluid. Because if we can if we could just tick off those odd bugs, right? And then we need to also sort out the session marker because that like there you saw you can like start climbing, go back to the session marker, and obviously that's like a bug you produce if you want to, like you know how to avoid it, but it shouldn't be a bug, so we've got to sort of fix that. And that's easy. That's just a stop all montage, clear the thing, and go to the reset the player basically. Um, so that's fine. So yeah, we just gotta, like you said, I think we just got to play around and just whatever bug we find, we fix. But once we done the tutorial bit, then we can just be like, okay, play the game. Any bugs you see, address it then and there, and keep doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and I think we, I think we, I think we need to send it anyway because I don't think we can clear all the outstanding
No way.
glitches. So
There's too much. Like
yeah,
there's no because I mean if we I think if we cleared all the outstanding bugs in this version, we may as well just fucking release the game.
yeah,
Like,
that's the thing. Yeah.
no, generally, if there were no bugs in this version, I'd say just put it on Steam.
No, that is one of the things that I wanted to touch. I want to touch next with Drew and um,
But
yeah,
honestly, it's like
and the rest of the boys. And it's
generally,
like
it's,
because like they think that most. I'm always think I always have to think in terms of like uh well twice, right? Like I have to think in terms of the game, like as a our company is a a video game software house, so we
Mhm.
need to have a certain standard for the game. We need to be at the
Yeah,
top of pretty much everything, blah blah. But also, I need to think about the Storer brand, right? Because the two needs to go together, right? So, and we need to sync up on those things. Like I would put the game up to Steam at some point, but then the store needs to agree that you know the product that we are like selling on Steam is reflects their brand, right? So, but I think like that is a very healthy. I think that is gonna help. That is gonna help both teams
Yeah,
to
both of us,
yeah
100%.
to just push for excellence, right? Because none of
Because I think
us
it is.
wants to be the shitty the shitty
Yeah,
half,
like
right?
I think it's the vice versa, right? Because I think the store is like, if it doesn't look like their thing, they won't be happy with it.
Yeah,
And then we
exactly.
will be like, if it doesn't play like our thing, we won't be happy with it.
Yeah,
So it's like, it's got to be perfect, because visually, if Stora doesn't think it looks like a game, they or like it looks like a product that is their thing, they're not going to sign off. And then we know that if it's bugged and if it's not enjoyable as a playing experience, we're never going to even let it get to that point. So
yeah,
the two things complement each other really well.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, it's a strange setup, but I really love it. It just like it just
No, it's
yeah, it just feels so fresh as well. Like it's not one of those. Oh yeah, this game is a mix. Is the RPG on the moon? It's, oh, fuck. With NFTs that you can yield your farm. So shut up. Freaking
shut up.
NFT scam. Yeah, I love it. I love that. I love that synergy that we have uh, with the boys. Yeah, it's really cool.
100%. All right, Dado, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm shattered. Actually, let's do it tomorrow. Let's do this
Yeah,
tutorial tomorrow.
I'm gonna call the stream like. Have we got any views on this stream? But if we have any views on the stream, that's it. We didn't do much tonight, but you know what? Tomorrow's gonna be a better day. All right. Okay. See you all later streams. Close to Ready to Rush. All right. Stop streaming.